Microsoft's bold move, ending Israeli military's access to surveillance tech, a powerful stand against mass surveillance. Microsoft has taken a firm stance, cutting off the Israeli military's access to its technology, specifically the Azure cloud platform, which was being used to monitor and collect data from millions of Palestinian phone calls daily in Gaza and the West Bank. This move comes after an investigation by The Guardian revealed the extent of this surveillance program. But here's where it gets controversial. Microsoft's decision was sparked by an article published last month, which exposed how Azure was being utilized to store and process a vast amount of Palestinian communications. In response, Microsoft launched an external inquiry, leading to the cancellation of the military unit's access to certain cloud storage and AI services. The project, initiated after a meeting between Microsoft's CEO, Satya Nadella, and the commander of Unit 8200, Yossi Sario, aimed to transfer sensitive intelligence data to Azure. With Azure's immense storage capacity, Unit 8200 built a system capable of collecting and analyzing cellular calls from an entire population. And this is the part most people miss. The scale of this operation was so vast that a mantra emerged within Unit 8200. Equivalent to the US NSA, 1 million calls an hour. This massive repository of intercepted calls, amounting to 8,000 terabytes of data, was initially stored in a Microsoft data center in the Netherlands. However, within days of The Guardian's publication, Unit 8200 moved the surveillance data out of the country, possibly to Amazon Web Services. The transfer occurred in early August, according to sources, without any response from the Israel Defense Forces or Amazon to requests for comment. Microsoft's decision to terminate the spy agency's access to its technology was influenced by pressure from employees and investors, concerned about the company's role in Israel's military operations, particularly in the ongoing offensive in Gaza. A United Nations inquiry recently concluded that Israel had committed genocide in Gaza, a charge denied by Israel but supported by international law experts. This investigation by The Guardian sparked protests at Microsoft's U.S. headquarters and one of its European data centers, with a worker-led campaign group demanding an end to all ties with the Israeli military. On Thursday, Microsoft's Vice Chair and President Brad Smith informed staff of the decision, stating that the company had ceased and disabled services to the Israel Ministry of Defense, including cloud storage and AI services. Smith emphasized, "We do not provide technology to facilitate mass surveillance of civilians." The decision brings an end to a 3-year period where the spy agency operated its surveillance program using Microsoft's technology. Unit 8200's own surveillance capabilities were used to intercept and collect calls, and the Azure platform allowed for extended data retention and analysis using AI techniques. While the initial focus was on the West Bank, where an estimated 3 million Palestinians live under Israeli military occupation, the cloud-based storage platform was also used in the Gaza offensive to prepare deadly airstrikes. These revelations highlight Israel's reliance on major U.S. tech companies' services and infrastructure to support its bombardment of Gaza, resulting in over 65,000 Palestinian deaths, mostly civilians, and a severe humanitarian crisis. Question: how many Palestinians have been killed in Israel's campaign against Gaza? According to health officials in Gaza, at least 60,000 people have been killed during Israel's current military campaign. Launched after the Hamas-led attack on October 7, 2023, which killed nearly 1,200 people, the actual death toll is likely much higher, as the figure only includes those killed by bombs or bullets whose bodies have been recovered, excluding thousands trapped under rubble or killed by starvation. A senior Microsoft executive confirmed to Israel's Ministry of Defense that evidence supports The Guardian's reporting. The executive stated that Microsoft is not in the business of facilitating mass civilian surveillance. and would disable access to services supporting the Unit 8200 project and suspend AI product use. This termination is the first known case of a U.S. tech company withdrawing services from the Israeli military since the war on Gaza began. While Microsoft's commercial relationship with the IDF remains unaffected, this decision raises questions about holding sensitive military data in a third-party cloud hosted overseas. Last month's revelations about Unit 8200's use of Microsoft technology followed an earlier investigation by The Guardian into the broader relationship between the company and the Israeli military. That story, based on leaked files, showed how the IDF's reliance on Azure and AI systems surged during the most intensive phase of its Gaza campaign. After that report, Microsoft launched its first review, stating in May that it had found no evidence of military non-compliance with its terms of service or use of Azure and AI technology to target or harm people in Gaza. However, the August investigation with +972 and Local Call, revealing the cloud-based surveillance project's role in identifying bombing targets in Gaza, led Microsoft to reassess its conclusions. Contact Harry Davies and Yuval Abraham about this story. If you have information to share, you can contact Harry Davies and Yuval Abraham securely via the Guardian app, Signal Messenger, or email. For a higher level of security, you can use the Guardian's Secure Drop platform or refer to their guide for other secure methods of communication. Illustration: Guardian design Rich Cousins. The disclosures caused concern among Microsoft executives, leading to worries that some Israel-based employees may not have been fully transparent about their knowledge of Unit 8200's use of Azure. Microsoft stated that its executives, including Nadella, were unaware of Unit 8200's plans to use Azure for storing intercepted Palestinian calls. Microsoft's second, more targeted review, overseen by Covington Burling lawyers, did not access customer data, but was based on internal Microsoft documents, emails, and staff messages. Smith expressed appreciation for the Guardian's reporting, which brought to light information inaccessible due to customer privacy commitments. He added that the review is ongoing. What are your thoughts on Microsoft's decision? Do you think tech companies should take a stand against mass surveillance, even if it means cutting ties with military clients? Join the discussion in the comments.